$125,000 per month credit card processing. I was just speaking with a potential client who spends or transacts 125,000, sometimes 150,000 per month in credit card transactions. Of course, he's an e-commerce type business. And I asked him, well, when was the last time you shopped for a better rate? He goes, well, yeah, it's been a while. And I thought, okay, if that's the case, and immediately we said, we got to get you a better rate. You know, we have connections. And I connected with, them with Wild Ledger Lion, and they have a lot of connections with processing companies. And we need to get them out of the PayPal jungle. Because if you're using PayPal or even Stripe or those types of company, you're paying 3%, you need to get out of there. And the other thing I said was, well, if you haven't been looking and getting competitive bids for your processing, you know, how about your other transactions? How about your office? How about your efficiency? When was the last time you did an efficiency study in your office? Efficiency study? Like, what's that? Right? And that was exactly my point. Because a lot of these companies, when they grow, they figure the same process that I used to make the first million is going to be the same process that I used to make the next 10 million in yearly revenue. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. You have to keep improving your strategies. You have to use leverage tools from day one. You have to use strategies. You have to use artificial intelligence. You have to use tools such as artificial intelligence to make every employee produce, 2 times, 5 times more than they were on day one. Because these employees have been with you for 10 years and they're using the same processes, the same tools they were using on day one. That makes absolute no sense at all. With artificial intelligence should be automating every part of your business. Every part of your business. Right? And they're still using, pay-per-click campaigns. And I'm thinking, holy crap, why aren't you doing organic? And that's when I said, my videos get me in front of 20 million future potential clients every 10 to 14 days. Right? And how are you owning your clients? Because it's Amazons of the world that own your clients. Yeah, but Leo, we try and get it on the second transaction or third transaction through our website. But your pay-per-click campaign, they're spending close to $1 million a month on pay-per-click campaigns. And I'm thinking, holy crap. Your margins are good. But if we reduce your expenses and get, let's say, 80% of your clients organically, such as on TikTok, and they don't even have a TikTok shop. And we process a lot of these payments through TikTok shop, and their credit card fees are a lot lower. Could we not maximize the net profit? And he goes, yeah, that's what we need. Because we're spending an awful lot of money on marketing or pay-per-click campaigns, and we're seeing the returns diminish. So if you're in the pay-per-click campaigns, if you're a business that that hasn't looked at your expenses lately and hasn't even measured productivity or profit per employee, you are being left behind. You are being left behind because your competitors are starting to use artificial intelligence, and they're getting ahead of you, and they're going to take market share. So type efficiency study below if you would like to get some help or advice. Because if you're not using artificial intelligence to do 90% of the heavy lifting in your office, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Efficiency study below. We'll talk again soon. I'll see you on the live events. Take care.